the recording has stopped. Okay, so the computer consists of two components. The first is your hardware, and the second one is your software. So hardware is anything which is tangible. Your keyboard is a hardware, or your screen, right, touchpad, everything consists of hardware. When we talk about software, why do we need software? Because to interact with this hardware, we need softwares. Okay, then softwares again are of two types. Let me share this thing. So software again is of two types: system software and application software. So application software is generally the software which directly interacts with the user. Okay, and generally it's a application specific software. So your MS Word, your PDF, all these are application specific softwares, and they can interact with user. But these uh, softwares can't interact with the hardware directly. They first need to interact with the system software. These system software are designed according to a particular hardware. Okay, and they can interact with the software. So if you all know, whenever we purchase some new drive, अगर हम CD ड्राइव नया खरीदते हैं तो उसका हमको ड्राइवर इंस्टॉल करना पड़ता है. If we have purchased new printer, we have to install a driver, and that driver is different for, generally it is different for each brand. अगर मैं इप्सन का प्रिंटर खरीदती हूँ तो उसके लिए मुझे एक इप्सन स्पेसिफिक ड्राइवर आएगा. अगर मैं कैनन का खरीदती हूँ तो द ड्राइवर वुड बी डिफरेंट. इट विल बी अकॉर्डिंग टू द हार्डवेयर. So generally the companies which make these kind of hardwares, they also design the specific drivers, or we can say the specific system softwares, and these system softwares can interact with the application software and so the user. And your operating system is also example of system software. The compiler which we will be using, the interpreter, all these are examples. This assembler, these are also example of system software. So this is what we have discussed. Now we have discussed that there are three types of programming languages: the machine languages, assembly language, and high level language. The machine language is the only language, even today, if we want to interact with the computer will only understand machine language, that is 0 and 1. Why 0 and 1? Because because these hardwares are made up of integrated circuits. And how do we create circuits? Using resistors, switches, and that means either high voltage or low voltage, on and off. So 0 and 1. So machine only understand this language. And but these are very system specific. These machine language is very difficult to understand, to debug, to write any code in machine language itself is very tedious task. So with time, assembly languages were developed, and the assembly language, there were they used mnemonics. Okay, so they have particular symbols for a particular instruction. Comparatively easier, but still very difficult. So high level languages are developed, which are easy to understand and easy to write the code in these languages. But since still today computer can only, it's a machine, it can only understand machine language, and we are writing code in high level language, so we need a translator. And that translator can be, translator means which can convert these high level languages into code written in high level language into machine language. So this translator can be your compiler, or it can be an interpreter. If it is translating your code line by line, then it is called as interpreter. If it is translating your complete code, then it is called as compiler. Since it is uh, translating code line by line, interpreter is translating code line by line. So अगर एक भी line में error आ गया तो हमको तुरंत पता चल जाएगा. That's why debugging is easier, okay, in case of interpreter. While in case of compiler, debugging is little bit difficult. So interpreter is easier. The interpreter based languages are comparatively easier as compared to compiler based approaches, because उसमें हमको सिंटेक्स सब कुछ ठीक से लिखना पड़ेगा. डीबगिंग बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. तो हम बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हम प्रोग्रामिंग सीखने की जगह सिर्फ हम सिंटेक्स में फंस के रह जाते हैं. To avoid this confusion, what we are doing in this particular course is we start with an interpreter based language, that is Python, and then when you are well versed and when you are comfortable giving instructions to computer, then we will switch to C, which is very fast as compared to Python.
And what is syntax?
Yeah, syntax, you can say it's a grammar. कि किसी भी कोड को लिखने का एक तरीका होता है, ठीक है, वो तरीका ठीक होना चाहिए. दैट जैसे if I want to say I am going to teach you computer programming, I will not say I is going to teach you computer programming. ये ग्रामेटिकली रॉन्ग हो गया. अगर हम प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज की ग्रामर की बात करें तो वी कैन से द ग्रामर ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज इज कॉल्ड एज सिंटेक्स. सो वो syntactically सही होना चाहिए. That means the way of writing a code according to a particular program should be correct. Is this clear?
And what is the
Yes, sir.
difference between high level language and assembly language?
Assembly language में क्या होता है, निमोनिक्स होते हैं. जैसे move number 1, 2, इस तरह का. अगर मेरे को दो नंबर को ऐड करना पड़ेगा तो दिस इज दी थिंग्स विच आई नीड टू राइट. High level languages में it consists of operators which are similar to your mathematical operators. अगर दो numbers को add करना है mathematics में तो we use addition operator. Similarly we have addition operator in case of high level languages. So high level languages are more close to what we used to do in mathematics and other subjects in our natural languages. It is more closer to the natural language. Is this clear? Please turn off your microphone. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Huh. Now, we said that if we want to learn any new language, suppose we have taken an example of French yesterday, or you can take an example of English language. Suppose मुझे हिंदी आती है, I don't know English language. तो अगर मुझे इंग्लिश लर्न करनी है तो मैं कहाँ से स्टार्ट करती हूँ? आई स्टार्ट विथ अल्फाबेट्स. ठीक है, ABCD हो गया. फिर उस अल्फाबेट्स को आई कंबाइन टू राइट वर्ड्स, and meanwhile I learn new words that will increase my vocabulary. फिर I learn grammar so that I meaningfully combine these words together. ठीक है, and when I am able to write a particular sentence, I can write multiple sentences to deliver a idea or to tell a story. Similarly, in programming languages as well, we need to learn these things. We need to combine words. In programming language, we can say that our program is a story. It's a group of sentences, and the problem which we want to convey is our idea. Okay. So Yeah. So this is the slide where we were at yesterday. So I say that programming, the process of programming, there are three main steps. First, we need to define the problem properly, because unless we understand the problem, we are not able to deliver a particular solution, efficient solution. अगर हमको प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं समझ आएगी कि अच्छा इसमें क्या करना है. Suppose if you want to use a washing machine, if you want to design a washing machine, but you don't know कि क्या होता है प्रोसेस एक कपड़े धोने का, और if you want to make tea, तो प्रॉब्लम क्लियर होनी चाहिए कि चाय बना दो. नाउ दीज डेज देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ टीज. ठीक है, ग्रीन टी हो गया, विदाउट शुगर हो गया, विदाउट मिल्क हो गया, नॉर्मल टी विदाउट मिल्क. सो योर प्रॉब्लम शुड बी डिफाइंड प्रिसाइजली एंड प्रॉपरली. ओके, देन when we define a problem, we also define what is the expected output. जब हमको प्रॉब्लम समझ में आ जाती है तो एक्सपेक्टेड आउटपुट भी समझ आ जाता है. So these are very important to understand before writing the program. Now the second step is obtaining a logical solution. What do we mean by logical solution? That we are not going into the details of the syntax of a particular programming language. We are define कि अच्छा इसमें क्या क्या करना है. ठीक है, कि सपोज मुझे एक रोबोट बनाना है, तो रोबोट मेरे को किस चीज के लिए बनाना है ये मेरा डिफाइन हो गया. दैट इज माय प्रॉब्लम डेफिनेशन. एंड देन व्हाट आर द स्टेप्स, कि अगर उसको कुछ वेट उठाना है या उसको वेट उठाना है तो कैसे वो उठाएगा, कैसे वो आइडेंटिफाई करेगा उस ऑब्जेक्ट को. ऑल दीज स्टेप्स शुड बी वेरी क्लियर. Okay, so this is called as so these we need to define the precise set of instructions. चाय बनानी है तो 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 teaspoon tea, and all these things should be defined properly, and these should be finite. And these set of instructions we say is called as algorithm. So एक बार हमारी एल्गोरिथम डिजाइन हो गई, देन it's very easy to write, to convert this algorithm into a program. ठीक है, इसको फिर एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं हम किसी भी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में लिख के, वेदर इट इज अ पाइथन और वेदर इट इज सी. जो सिंटेक्स होता है, इफ यू, I'm not talking about this course, but in future as well, अगर किसी भी एक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज को अच्छे से समझ लिया या प्रोग्रामिंग को अच्छे से समझ लिया, देन अगर पाइथन सीखो या सी सीखो, इट विल बी वेरी इजियर टू लर्न एनी ऑफ द लैंग्वेज, क्योंकि उसमें सिर्फ यू हैव टू लर्न न्यू वोकैबुलरी, न्यू ग्रामर. ठीक है, उसमें सिर्फ सिंटेक्स लर्न करना है दूसरी लैंग्वेज का, मगर you know how to create logic, how to write algorithm, so it would not be very difficult. Then once we have the logical solution, this is what we have written in this step 3, that we can follow syntactical rules and write the program. So in this particular course, because you are becoming engineer soon in coming years, so you need to focus on defining a proper problem properly and creating the algorithm. ठीक है, so these are some of the properties of an algorithm. Input, output, it has input, it has output. Number of steps should be precise, they should be finite, there should be a proper order, and all these things. Everything you do, in most of the things you do in day-to-day life also can be considered as an algorithm. So we say that pictorial representation of algorithm is called as flowchart. These are very basic things. You can have links are given. So there are a type of boxes like oval boxes represent start and end. If you are reading some instructions, then these kind of boxes are used. And for when if you're executing, performing something, then this rectangular boxes are used. So the details you can check from any textbook. These are very basic things. Now this is very important thing when you, because some of you have uh, prior exposure to programming in your high schools. 11 12th may maybe you have done Python, Java, C++, whatever. Most of you may not have touched the computer or may don't have any kind of exposure to a programming language. So that is the reality which you need to accept. So ये हो सकता है कि शुरुआत में जिसने प्रोग्रामिंग पढ़ रखी है उस वो जल्दी से चीज को सॉल्व कर ले एंड यू आर टेकिंग मोर टाइम एंड इट इज एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. So don't get influenced by any of your batchmate, any of your friend. Just learn, just keep practicing. बल्कि ये बोला जाता है कि programming में the person who is taking more time initially will become more skillful programmer because he would understand कि कहाँ पे क्या क्या गलतियां हो सकती है. ठीक है, so that will help in long run. कोई भी error आएगा तो he would be able to understand कि अच्छा ये error क्यों आई है. ठीक है. Don't be afraid of programming. Don't take any kind of pressure. These are very simple things. If it just need proper practice, discipline, and that's all. It's like a mathematics. The more you practice, more you will understand it and more you will enjoy it. Okay. So in this particular course, we will learn how to solve problems using computers. We will learn how to design algorithms, and for designing algorithms, we will learn how to design design a logical solution, and then convert this algorithm into a program using any of the programming language. First, we will start with Python, and then we will move to C. Is this clear? Any questions so far? You can type in the chat section. Adarsh, if you have Ubuntu, okay, one by one I'm taking question. The first question is Adarsh has asked whether do we need Ubuntu. So it is not necessary in this semester, because here due to this pandemic we don't expect ki every of you will be able to install or create a dual boot system, or your systems are powerful enough. So don't worry about it. Any compiler, any interpreter will do. इनिशियली पाइथन के लिए वी विल टेल कि कौन सा इंटरप्रेटर यूज करना है, कैसे यूज करना है, स्टेप बाय स्टेप. सी के लिए भी वी विल प्रोवाइड 2 or 3 एग्जांपल्स. तो अगर इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद उबंटू इट्स फाइन, इफ यू हैव विंडोज इट्स ओके, एनी ऑफ द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम विल बी फाइन. Ubuntu is Shresht. Ubuntu is a type of operating system like Windows. So agar Windows is more GUI based, graphical user interface, and Ubuntu has graphical interface, but we mostly work on command prompt. Okay. So next question, weightage of C and Python. So initially we start with Python. So midterm, I think we have in midterm, before midterm you have half 50% Python and 50% C, and after midterm we only have C. So weightage of C will be more, yeah. And बट वी कैन नॉट से कि मिड टर्म में कितना परसेंट पाइथन आएगा, कितना सी आएगा, एंड टर्म में कितना परसेंट पाइथन आएगा, कितना सी आएगा. ठीक है, कंटेंट ऑफ कोर्स सी का ज्यादा है, थोड़ा वेटेज उसका ज्यादा है, बट इट्स नॉट लाइक कि 60-40 है या 30-70. इट इज नॉट येट डिसाइडेड, बट या इट इज मोर. Rahul has asked when you have to start making notes. See, you should write notes even if you are if even if I'm presenting something ना, तो it's always a good idea कि जो भी मैं बोल रही हूँ, क्योंकि एग्जाम पे ये तो करोगे नहीं है कि क्लास रिकॉर्डिंग सुनोगे और फिर लिखोगे कि अच्छा ये था ये था. सिर्फ पीडीएफ या पीपीटी देख के इतना समझ नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि देर इज लॉट मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन. वी कांट पुट ईच एंड एवरी वर्ड इनटू दिस पीपीटी. सो इट्स ऑलवेज बेटर टू मेक योर नोट्स व्हाइल टीचर इज टीचिंग. उससे फायदा ये होता है क्योंकि हमको हमारी हैंड राइटिंग, व्हेन वी राइट समथिंग इन योर ओन हैंड राइटिंग, वो हमको अच्छे से समझ में आता है. वो अगर कुछ कंफ्यूजन भी होती है, इफ यू आर रीडिंग इट अगेन, इफ वी हैव सम कंफ्यूजन, वो यू कैन क्लियर it early. Okay. So yeah, you can use whatever you want to use. That is not important. Which operating system will work? Mac OS will also work. Ubuntu will also work. Windows will also work. Navneet Agarwal, please don't run. अभी जो क्लास में पढ़ रहे हैं वो ही समझो. अभी जावा नहीं है. ठीक है, जावा विल कम इन योर नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर्स. आई थिंक थर्ड और फोर्थ सेमेस्टर में आएगा. अभी के लिए जो पढ़ रहे हो उससे रिलेटेड कुछ भी डाउट हो तो यू कैन आस्क. It's sufficient. I think it's sufficient for if you want to create a dual boot, it would be sufficient. 8 GB RAM would be sufficient. इसमें जो स्वैप स्पेस मांगता है तो यू कैन गिव 16 GB स्वैप स्पेस. Harshal, what is the difference between language and framework? So the framework has language. It's just a programming language, and framework provide you many more things, like you can write, it provides you an editor, it provides how to compile the code, how to run the code. Everything is integrated. So integrated environments can be considered as frameworks. And language, it doesn't need any framework. You can write a code in simple editor. How much programming will EC student learn over the course of 4 year? अक्षर, don't run. ठीक है, मैंने अभी बताया था कि अगर एक लैंग्वेज को भी अच्छे से सीख जाओ. देखो, प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज इज नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लर्निंग टू डिजाइन अ लॉजिकल सोल्यूशन इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. सो इफ यू हैव लर्नड that okay, you are able to design algorithms, और उस किसी भी algorithm को you are able to convert that algorithm into a program, and you are able to execute, and that is correct, then कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि कितनी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस सीखी. दैट इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट. कोई भी एक अच्छे से सीख ली, इट इज ओके. आदित्य, 4 GB RAM will be okay. It is not required. I think I have answered all these questions. अभी के लिए अभी का ध्यान रखो, ज्यादा मत भागो. सब कुछ सेम है अभी. एवरीथिंग इज सेम. हर एक बच्चा, चाहे वो मैकेनिकल का हो, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का हो, कंप्यूटर साइंस का हो, अभी दे ऑल आर सेम. So Yash, you can always tell ki ma'am, we are writing, so please slow down. I will decrease the speed in which I am teaching. Okay. Yes, we will teach you each and everything. Don't worry about it. So I think राहुल विंडोज है, कोई कुछ और जरूरत नहीं है कुछ भी इंस्टॉल करने की, जो जो सॉफ्टवेयर्स हम बताते जाएंगे विद टाइम यू हैव टू इंस्टॉल देम. ठीक है, अभी के लिए डोंट वरी अबाउट. जिसके पास जो भी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, विंडोज, उबंटू, मैक ओएस और एनी अदर, जो भी है, इट इज ओके. नवनीत, मैंने बोला अभी कि जो भी जैसा जैसे चाहिएगा वी विल लेट यू नो. ओके, अभी भागो मत. अभी का समझ आ गया सबको? ओके. So is my screen visible to everyone? So now let's start with Python from today's class. You can make notes, and if you want to note down something, you can tell me at any stage. Okay. So as we are talking again and again, that let's start with the basic elements of any programming language, and right now we are talking about Python. Basic elements, or we can say basic steps in learning Python. If we want to learn English, what would be the basic steps? So basic steps will be, we will first learn about alphabets. Once we have learned alphabets, we learn how to combine these alphabets into words. Then we learn grammar rules and properly combine these words into meaningful sentences. And then these sentences can be combined together to write a paragraph or anything. Similarly, in Python, we also have alphabets, digits, and some special symbols. We combine these characters together to form words. Words in Python can be categorized as constants or value, keywords, and variables. Now these are combined following the grammar of Python, which is called as syntax. We will talk about it in few minutes. And this is called as instructions or statements. And the set of instructions or the statements is called as program. Okay. So before beginning with the Python and all these things, we need to understand some basics of any programming language, any kind of programming. So we talk about what do we understand, because I keep on telling ये syntax सही है या syntactically सही है, इसका syntax ये है, तो syntax का मतलब क्या होता है? और जब हम syntax की बात करते हैं तो we also talk about semantics. Okay. So what is syntax? I have told that in English we have grammar. For writing any language, for writing the English language, we follow grammatical rules. So syntax is also called as rules of writing the programming language. ठीक है? So let's so if I want to add two numbers, and so suppose I write a is equals to 5 plus 4, and I write print a, because what I wanted to do, I wanted to add 5 and 4 and print the output. So these statements are syntactically correct according to the rules of Python. हम और डिस्कस करेंगे कि इसका मतलब क्या होता है, ये क्या है, सब चीजें हैं, बट दिस इज व्हाट इट विल डू, इट विल प्रिंट 9 ऑन द स्क्रीन. ठीक है, 5 और 4 को ऐड किया. Now this is the syntax, the rules of programming language. Now let's come to semantics. Semantic क्या मतलब क्या होता है? The logic, whether the meaning or the logic is correct or not. Suppose you want to, let me write it, the logic or meaning of the program is called as semantic. ठीक है? So this statement, what it does, it add two numbers and print the result. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to add two numbers, and this is what it is doing. So semantically it is, syntactically also it is correct, and semantically also it is correct. Now instead of this I write, suppose 5 4 now this is the multiplication operator in case of Python as well as in C. Okay, so what it does, syntactically it is okay, syntactically कोई भी इसमें error नहीं है, but semantically it is giving me 20, which is wrong because I wanted to add two numbers, and what my program is doing, it is multiplying two numbers. Okay, so logic is not correct, though the rules are correct. Okay, so syntactically, syntax, it is okay, semantically it is wrong since I wanted to add two numbers. Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, another thing is another terminology which we will be using and which is you should know related to programming is called as debugging. Debugging means correcting the syntax and semantics. Now, let's understand this. Suppose I have written this statement a is equals to 5 plus 4 and print a. I forgot to close this parenthesis. Okay, so I will get the syntax error. Okay, so if I'm getting the error, I will go to my program, will check what mistake I have done and I will correct it. So this procedure is called as debugging. Again, suppose I have written a is equals to 5 into 4, print a. Now I will not get any error, but the output is wrong. In that particular case also, I will go back, check the lines of the code and will correct the problematic area. Okay, so what do we do is syntax error can be given by interpreter and compiler, but for semantic error we generally check our program with multiple test cases. ठीक है, सपोज मेरी 2 वैल्यूज के लिए तो सही आ रहा है, बाकी वैल्यूज के लिए गलत आ रहा है, तो जनरली वी चेक आवर प्रोग्राम विद मल्टीपल टेस्ट केसेस, मल्टीपल इनपुट वैल्यूज, और हम सारी इनपुट वैल्यूज के अकॉर्डिंग अगर हमारा डिजायर्ड आउटपुट आ रहा है, then the program is considered as that. This is called as debugging, and our program is considered as syntactically and semantically correct. Okay, so is this okay, everyone? Okay, so we are stopping here.
Ma'am, can you explain the semantics? What is semantics?
Sorry.
Semantics, ma'am. I didn't understand. What is semantics?
Yes, can you please type your? I'm not able to hear you properly. Now, from tomorrow, what you have to do is, semantics I will explain. From tomorrow, what you have to do whenever you will join the class, you have to type present. Okay, and when you will leave, you have to type leaving. Okay. सिमेंटिक का मतलब क्या हो गया कि हम जो चाहते हैं उस तरह का हमको आउटपुट मिल रहा है या नहीं. ठीक है, तो मिस्टेक किसी से भी हो सकती है. सपोज दिस आई वांटेड टू ऐड 2 नंबर्स, ठीक है, बट एडिशन ऑपरेटर की जगह मैंने मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑपरेटर यूज कर लिया. तो अगर जब मैं 5 और ये 4 लिख रही हूँ और एक ही वैल्यू प्रिंट करा रही हूँ, तो आना क्या चाहिए था 9, बट आ क्या रहा है 20. तो लॉजिकली आई एम नॉट गेटिंग द करेक्ट आउटपुट. ठीक है, सो दिस इज व्हाट वी अंडरस्टैंड बाय द सिमेंटिक्स. जनरल आगे एक और चीज बता देती हूँ. इफ यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट, इट्स ओके. इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट, वी विल डिस्कस this thing in more detail in coming classes. Suppose I want to compare two variables a. So this is the operator we use. This is called as equals. So this is the operator which check whether A or B is equal or not. ठीक है, और मुझे यही करना था, मुझे ये चेक करना है कि अगर A और B इक्वल है या नहीं है. बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग दिस आई राइट दिस. ये क्या करता है? दिस इज द असाइनमेंट ऑपरेटर. वो क्या करता है? B की वैल्यू को A को असाइन कर देगा. सपोज B की वैल्यू थी 5 तो और A की वैल्यू थी 10. ये वाले के साथ में तो क्या आएगा? 0, बिकॉज A एंड B आर नॉट इक्वल. इस केस में क्या आएगा? B is the value of B is assigned to A. तो अब A की वैल्यू भी क्या आ गई? 5 और B की वैल्यू भी क्या हो गई? 5. If you are able to understand it right now, it's okay. If not, we will discuss these things in more detail in coming classes.
Ma'am, can I access the recording of this lecture as I missed some part of lecture?
Yes, I will share the recording, but I will share the recording on weekends, because during the week I want you to be more attentive. If you have missed some portion, you should ask some questions, and I may take your surprise quiz. So recording भी अगर मैं दे देती हूँ तो you have to promise that you will be attentive and very sincere. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि अच्छा रिकॉर्डिंग मिल गई अब क्लास अटेंड करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, what about books?
Books, I will provide the soft copy. For Python, I have told yesterday as well that class notes would be sufficient. You don't need any book for Python. All the practice assignments, practice programs we will provide you. That would be sufficient, more than sufficient. With C, we will refer in C or as well. If you are following each and everything in the class, that would be sufficient, because when we teach, we follow multiple books. And but there is a textbook which is recommended for C, and that we will provide you the soft copy.
Ma'am, soft copy will be provided on classroom.google.com.
हाँ हाँ, अब एक चीज और है. इट मे पॉसिबल कि हमको इसका लिंक चेंज करना पड़े, क्लासरूम का कोड चेंज करना पड़े. तो दिस लिंक विल बी ओके, बट आई विल शेयर अ मेल विद ऑल ऑफ यू regarding any changes with respect to Google Classroom code and this Meet link. Okay. The present code of Google Classroom is EULW5JG. अश्नी, हम टाइपिंग एरर को नहीं कंसीडर कर सकते सिमेंटिक्स में, क्योंकि अब जैसे जैसे हम आगे की चीजें सीखेंगे तो उसमें ये होगा कि इट्स नॉट अबाउट जस्ट द टाइपिंग एरर. बहुत बार ये होता है कि यू आर नॉट एबल टू बिल्ड द लॉजिक प्रॉपरली. ठीक है, कई बार हमको कुछ और स्टेटमेंट्स लिखने चाहिए थे, कुछ और तरह के स्ट्रक्चर्स लिखने चाहिए थे, बट हम वो नहीं लिख पा रहे. तो इट्स ऑल अबाउट बिल्डिंग द लॉजिक. If you are not able to build it can be considered as the typing error, but not always. This is not the correct definition. This won't be the correct definition. Bhavya, your seniors in the lab, they generally used Ubuntu. For Python, it doesn't matter whether you are working on Ubuntu or Windows. It is same for all the operating systems. और इस बार Windows में भी the software which we are the compiler which we would be recommending will give you a look and feel of Ubuntu only. So don't worry about it. जो भी operating system है, that would be okay. That would work. Anuj, I will be sharing these notes on Google Classroom. Yes. हार्दिक, अभी के लिए यही लिंक है. जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन होगी आई विल शेयर अ मेल कि if there will be a new link or new Google Classroom code. Okay, so don't worry about it. I will share a mail by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't have any class.